Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to teach you my favorite top 10 licks of John Mayer, and I constructed it in a way that at the end of the video I'm going to play over a backing track and I put them in one key and show you guys that you can make a sick solo out of it. Let's get into that first thing. Ghetto. We're in the key of B minor and he goes. Alright, so you're gonna have tabs and I'm gonna explain to you. You get this crazy bend on the B string, right, all the way, with vibrato, like this. And then you go. The second crazy vibrato is on this G string. And then you end it with. So let's go slowly. And then you can kind of slide it off. Now let's do it fast. Here we go. Here we go, second lick. I don't know what the it is, but so this is a rare Ain't No Sunshine. I know we all love the famous one, but this is a rare one with ALICIA keys. And I love this lick. I use it all the time out of this. He goes. Ah, that's so tasteful, right? So what are we doing here? Again, we start off with this B string, right? And then you do this just back and forth on the G string. And it's so that's the lick. So it's B string and then two slides on the G string, and then you end it on the G. But with my fingers, I don't use the pinky at all. I just use these four, right? So yeah, I go. I'll do it slow. Ooh, another rare video. Here goes. That is beautiful, right? So we're in key of D sharp down here. That is, again, we start with the B string. And you pull off, right? And then slide. And that's it. Now, the key with this one is not to hit every single note with your right hand. You want to do, that's a pull off, and then once you slide here, you just hit this note and then slide. And that's it, right? All these three notes, it's just one hit on the string right here. And then you hit the last note. So you hit the first string, right? That's how you wanted to get it to sound good. On to the next lick. Ooh, another old one. So this one kind of sounds like the previous one, but it has a little bit of juice to it, right? It'll go. Now, instead of starting with one string here, we're hitting B and the E string at the same time. Right? And as soon as you hit that B and E, the timing on this is what you want to get right. So we're in key of E, E pentatonic blues, right? So as soon as I hit that E and B string, instantly I want to hit that G string. And I don't have so much distortion or overdrive right now to get the same sound as he's getting, but as soon as you put it up to that same level, you're going to hear that same exact voicing. So once you do this, and then on the G string you do this little bit of micro bend. You see how it lifts up at the end, just to give it that beautiful voicing to end the lick off. And that's it. That's the only bend or vibrato thing that this lick has going on. On to the next one, number 5. Now we grooving. Key of D minor now. This is so much fun to play. Once you get this right, you can do this all day. Alright, I don't know how I'm gonna show you this on the tab, but I'll figure it out. But I'm gonna explain it to you. So he hits this bass D, right? He goes, and then he hits D again over here. And then he does this thing. Right? That's the sound. That is the very first sound that he makes after that. Right? Now, how to make that sound, you want to E, B, and G string with your one finger, and then you hammer on as you, if you have a pick, you want to strum down. I do it with my nails. You strum down on these 3, and then you hammer on only the B string right here on the 12th fret. So you go, right? So now after that you have to rake up, and you have to rake up to this note, bass, right? The D note. So you go, right? So what I'm doing here is all the notes are dead with my right hand. This one will ring out, right? You hear, see? But to do it faster, so you get this, and then I'm just hitting the bass. I'm just doing this on the bass right here. So if you guys are learning something valuable, do me a solid and smash that like button for me. On to number 6. Alright fellas, get ready for a big one, okay? This is going to be a long one. So this is a fast rundown of it, probably the longest rundown he's ever done. Ooh, I can't even play it. Hold on, let big man get his hands back. So that's the second lick from Ain't No Sunshine. Now this one is the famous one that we all know. And at the end he'll just go ripping it on the... So let's get into it. So we get this huge bend on B, right? And you want to really get it to this note, the root note, right? And vibrato it just a little bit. And then, so you have this. Right? So what you have here is you go, then back to, right? And then you do, which is, right? And that's it. You just keep hitting notes and running up slowly. There's nothing else to it. There's no crazy bends, no crazy vibratos, except that beginning thing where you go. Now, and then when I do this, I lift this up just a little bit when he goes, I know, and I play this triangle thing. So there's a famous Eric Clapton song, Lalya, in the key of D minor, and he's going right here on the 15th string, full bend, and then on the 14th, half step bend, and B string 15th, just ended, right? And then he plays this loopy, beautiful thing, which kind of goes like this. And that is these two notes, right? B and G. And then you hit bass right here on the 12th G string. So that, and then repeat again. So it's like, and then when you hit this, you want to lift it, like micro bend it up to here. So it's like, you see how that goes up? It's not that. It's, so we're getting into this high territory where we're gonna make the guitar scream a little bit, all right? So we're in key of E, right? Right now we're playing E blues scale. Now I used to play this lick for the longest time like this. But then I saw this video and he does it reversely. And I'll tell you why he does it reversely. It's because when I do it on one string, I can't hit both of the strings at the same time. But when he does reversely, he holds this string and he sustains both of them, and it sounds like this. You see? So he has that sound of ringing both of the strings at the same time to give it more of that Albert King sound, rather than how I used to do it. I can't do that because it's both of these notes are on the same string. So you see, I can't make that sound. So he'll hold on to this note on the B string, and then he'll hold on to the E string at the same time. So, and here's a cool part. He won't bend this all the way up because the juxtaposition of your hands, see, I used the big word. You can't really bend it full all the way up here with one finger. So he half step bends this note to this right here instead of going this with all the way. Anyway, y'all got the tabs. You know what it is. If you made it this far, subscribe to this mother. So we're in A blues, and he goes here. Right, and he ends it with this. So here we're in A blues, and he's basically playing the same licks but in different positions. So we're in Albert King box down here in A, and he goes and he does it the way Albert King used to do it. Now the trick to get the sound is when you're bending and hitting this, instead of doing it with one notes, you want to try to grab E and B under your finger and make this sound. Listen to this. You see what I did there? Instead of, I went. Now this is pretty hard to do. I still don't do it very well, but you know, you got to get both of them. And then you just A7 and end it there, right? And big vibrato on that A, right here and here. When you go, you see how I shake my guitar very strongly, as much as I can with a string. It's because you get that big vibrato. On to the 10th one, fella. 7 again. And he goes. And so here's the trick here. You just keep doing this. And just keep repeating. Which is a half step and back, and then here. And then you slide full step, right? And then you hit the bass A here. The A note. Twice, right? Slide. And this is an Eric Clapton thing that Clapton does all the time, which is, so it's